Good evening, my friend, or I suppose evening isn't quite the word. It is the middle of the night, after all. You know, some of our newer residents find Ghost Town by night a touch foreboding, so I must say I am delighted to see you out and about and enjoying our nocturnal diversions. Oh no, don't get up. You are the very portrait of comfort at the moment, and I could never forgive myself for disturbing you. But while you're recovering, perhaps you'll indulge me in picking up our story where we left off. It begins in the north end of town on a night, frankly, not at all like this one, but we won't let that stop us. It's the middle of the night in Ghost Town, the city on the edge of the afterlife. There's no sun here, of course, but the pale green light of the Eversoul dims a little as the tide goes in and out, creating an ad hoc day-night cycle for the population of restless dead who linger here while they forget the ties that bind them to existence. At the north end of Ghost Town, where the ghost buildings are at their most recent and substantial, there is an elegant 3-story walk-up, with the kind of apartments that were moderately expensive 100 years ago, but now tend to be the exclusive lairs of pirates and trust fund DJs. It's still in high demand, even here, in the afterlife. But Felicity, after the explosive end of your adventure at the Veilguard Mausoleum, a Gooman named Cert informed you that you'd been assigned residency here in recognition of your new status as a badge-wearing member of the Skulltenders. And here you are, moving in the middle of the night, I guess. But do you want to tell us a little bit about this, please?
Yeah, all right. So Felicity pushes into the, you know that thing you do when you're carrying something heavy and you have to open a door and you kind of just push it open with your lower back and your butt. She does one of those and pushes her way into the room while carrying a large cardboard box. She sets that down onto the table. We can see on the side printed in bold black letters is the word skulls. But that's been crossed out and beneath it written in fancier handwriting as property of Felicity Fairweather. She takes a look around and frankly it's really nice, much nicer than she expected it to be, in fact. It's hardwood floors, damask wallpaper with wood paneling. It's velvet furniture. It's really shockingly nice considering...
Oh, it's furnished. Nice.
Yes, it's furnished. It's shockingly nice for someone who just tried to make an escape, and the fact that she doesn't have to move her furniture, which she'll now just... The thing about furniture is if you bring furniture from another place in Ghost Town, it's just it's going to disappear later. It's a whole thing, but it's great. So it's everything is synced up. It's nice. It's furnished. And so she sets this box down and she takes a seat on a couch. She opens the box up and she's taking things out of it. It's an old hand mirror, a couple yarn balls, old jar of catnip, a photo of her and Dudu the owl, which probably would be a really good memory if she could remember it.
What's on the photo?
Oh.
Yeah, tell me what's on that photo. I want to know what's on the photo. What's in the photo? What's in the photo?
So in the photo there's a old tin-type photograph depicting Dudu the owl with his head craned high, its beak straight up and stacked with 6, 7 fried onion rings with a final one flying through the air from Felicity's outstretched paw. She flips the photo over and it says, in her handwriting, Buried Hatchet's 2nd annual Ghost Town onion ring throwing competition. She just sort of sets that gingerly onto a shelf where she can see it. But the last thing in the box is a journal, and this journal she tries to keep track of the things that she's forgotten as best she can, and so there's pages and pages of little sketches or little notes of things she's encountered and thus forgot. But on the last page, or at least the last that has anything written on it, is that sword from the mausoleum.
Ooh, the jagged black blade?
And the words that were carved above it written to it.
Ooh.
And she looks at it for a second, quietly she says to herself, Ricochet.
A jagged black blade appears in your hand. Whoa, hey. Yeah.
She goes over backwards with the couch.
Make a dexterity saving throw to see if it rips up your new couch.
That's an 8.
Oh yeah, she actually sticks Sword in the Stone style into the couch. She forms it partially inside. Oh, hey! You know what? It's better than some places I've appeared. I got to tell you.
What? Hurry!
Soft. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, it is, but how are you here?
What do you mean how? You said my name. You understand the rule. You call me from the vasty deep and I appear.
But...
What are we doing? Is this couch? You got a problem with this couch?
Yes, this is a couch.
Can you pull me out, please? She's
This is not... Oh, yes. So she, takes the the handle with both hands and like puts a foot on the couch and just like pries it out of there.
Yeah, she's helping a little bit. She's not like trying to hold on. It is while it is a new room, the couch does have that like somewhat everything is a little bit made of pudding in the afterlife if you push hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
And it just gives, and the couch like it's got a hole in it, but you know maybe it'll forget. Hey, what's up?
Felicity does like a really strong frown at the couch for a second. Well, I guess I could ask you the same question. I'm dead, frankly, and you probably shouldn't be here. Things aren't really supposed... Did you get destroyed or something?
I've been here before, honey. This is not what the word... This is Ghost Town, yes? Afterlife?
Yeah. You've been here before?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. You know.
It seems like a thing I should worry about.
Yeah, look, it's...
How?
Huh?
How have you been here?
You're not the first person to have me, kiddo. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You saw it, right? You saw Victoria with the statue, the whole thing.
I did see Victoria with the...
She was Skulltender, honey.
Was Victoria dead too?
Yeah, of course. And that's what happened. That's what happens to all of you eventually. I mean, she was dead most of the time she had me.
Where is she now?
Hell if I know. I don't know. We don't keep in touch. I'm a sword.
All right.
I assume, she's Skulltender, you're all very committed. Oh, I can't wait to die and move on. I'm so noble. She was sweet. I love her. I joke, but she was great. Sweetheart.
She sounds sweet, but...
Yeah, couldn't be me, but,
Yeah, not really what I want to do, but...
Yeah, I got that vibe from you when you did the calling and then, the bonding and all that. You're looking... I heard... they got your ass, though, right? Saw you coming.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly did. They gave me the apartment, so clearly they weren't that mad, so they must have really been expecting it.
Oh, yeah, this is a really nice cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, furnished.
As far as cages go.
Yeah.
What do you mean bonded?
Oh, yes. So, you call it, I was sort of loose, floating out, ambient thing, just, existing as a platonic ideal of a perfect sword. But, you call me, and now I'm yours, and now I am your sword. So, just call, and then here I come.
So you're bound to me now?
Yes. Sorry. Yes, I should have mentioned when we met. Yes, sort of a permanent situation. Good luck. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm fun. I'm a fun sword. I thought to be.
Yeah, well, I mean, believe me, I have no complaints about your personality. You seem lovely, but...
Oh, well, thank you.
You're attached to my soul now?
That's pretty much what you've got when they're not... It's, as far as I can tell. Yeah, I mean, you died, and then they give you a body for a minute, and then they blow it up, I guess. That's new. They didn't used to do that to Skulltenders.
I wonder why.
Well, you seem like, I don't want to make judgments, but it did not seem like I am the first rare thing that had found its way into your possession.
Stuff just kind of shows up for me. There's we see a quick shot of the cardboard box, and there's a bunch of gold ingots and a crown nonsense like that inside there that hasn't been removed yet. Yeah,
there's just a name, a nameplate that just says Vernithlex, and it says, and on the back it says property of City Hall. There's a gooman going around somewhere with a name tag that they've made out of goo that just says Vern. Anyway, we cut back from Vern. Sorry, Vern. I've created you for you to fail. We're having a good time, whatever. So what do you want? Where you called me? We got a problem. I feel like we dealt with the couch.
No, yeah, we did. I don't actually have a problem. I didn't realize you were bound to my soul.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that doesn't sound good. That sounds really bad when I say it out loud.
Let's just, what does we say? I'm your best blade forever, BBFs.
Oh, that's actually very sweet.
Yeah, you got the badge of blades already, so, that's fun.
Oh, does that entitle me to this? Is that how that works?
No.
Did I get promoted?
Well, I don't know. I promoted. What,
you going to be... Don't you know about this?
You're going to be best prisoner? What are you looking for here?
I mean...
Sorry, I shouldn't point out...
Are you like HR? Or is anything I say are you going to get back to the mayor?
No, this is... No, I have affection... I have a persistent affection for Victoria, and you seem cool, but like, no, all this other stuff going on. Consider me a contracted freelancer.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I want to get out of here.
Oh,
frankly.
yeah, no kidding.
This is a nice place to be dead, I guess, but
yeah,
I don't really think it's for me.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's the look. You want, you could, count me in. Whatever you got going on. I mean, I guess count me regardless.
Yeah,
You don't really have a choice, but I'm happy to help. Anything that comes up. You suddenly hear a tapping at the window. A tapping. So you hear well, what's up? Okay.
All right.
Let's go. Okay. Problem?
Felicity pulls the blinds aside and takes a peek out the window.
Right there, as you pull the blinds aside, just like a skeletal parrot with a black beak, a small black tiara, and green feathers is just wrapping her little beak, just tap, 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 the Raven style, except she is a parrot.
Hey, honey.
Oh, Planchette. Hold, let me open the window. Hold on.
I got it.
Wait, Planchette, wait.
She slams her head through the window, sending glass everywhere. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Classic Planchette.
That's a 5.
Yeah, a piece gets in your foot and you take some soul damage, but don't, so just don't take any more of that. Jesus. She's, oh shit, sorry, honey. Oh gosh, it's middle of the night. Where are my manners? Yeah, we got a situation down on the river, down south of ways, east side near the castle. I gotta go tell Visk. Doodoo's on his way already. Look for the mayor. I'm off. And she pulls her little head out back through the glass and kind of taps just above the glass with her beak, and the glass kind of melts down into it's like the glass thins to cover the break and then thickens back up like it never happened. And muted, you hear
the mayor. He's down there now. I gotta go tell Visk. Bye.
Wait, what?
It's gone. Scene's already over. Doodoo, you were woken up in the middle of the night by Planchette tapping at the window of your forest shack and telling you to go to the river where you're headed now.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, you're already on your way.
I sure am tired. Wish I was back asleep.
Wouldn't that be nice? You've been walking west through the forest where you live. It's the ghost of an ancient forest that burned down thousands of years ago and still isn't over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know all this shit. You step out into the forest and right into the path bordering the east side of the river. Standing with his back to you and his hands on his hips is a skeleton in a blue suit with a simple black crown floating over his head.
Do I recognize the skeleton?
You have never met this skeleton, but you've seen some posters. Fans of the mayor will recognize it's the mayor. He's looking at something bobbing in the river, but as you approach, he turns around. You can see, there's that missing jawbone and no shirt and that bright red tie. It's totally the mayor. Sticks a bony hand out to you and says, Doodoo, is it? Just the fellow I wanted to see. Now, what do you make
of... And who may I have the pleasure of talking to, Doodoo says. Missing his hand when he goes to shake it.
Excellent. He tries to parrot your missing in the same way to make it like it's this gesture that you share. I'm the mayor. You know me. Come on. Don't give me that. I know you.
Just busting your balls.
Oh, if only. Now,
do you have any?
He looks wistfully down. He says, to be continued.
One of these days.
We'll see. Speaking of weird stuff, now what do you make of that? He points out over the water at a thing that's bobbing in the pale green water of the river. As you look at it, it's hard to get a good look at, and it's sort of like you're getting an eye exam from a doctor who wants to punish you. It's right next to you, but it's 100 miles away. It's glowing blue. That's about it. It's like looking at a microscope and a telescope at the same time. Your head really hurts. He's, forgive me, just a moment. He makes a rectangle with his thumbs and pointer fingers, holds it up to his face and pulls it away. And he's like, that should, all right. And suddenly it's like the river, you realize this river's only 20 feet across. You can clearly see what's floating in it. No worries. It's a short, headless body dressed in a jumpsuit with hundreds of glowing blue quills sticking out of its back. A label on the chest reads Laserback Labs.
Cool.
right?
Pretty sick. All right. See you later.
No, I need your help. Help. Yes, it is cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's distracting.
Too cool. Got it.
Yep. People. It's going to get people wondering. People thinking about the river. People worrying about the river. People looking directly at the river. Can't have that.
Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't be here. It doesn't have the head, but when you die, you get it all back, unless things go wrong. And it's just bobbing there. It's not drifting. It's strange. I don't care for it.
You got a fishing pole? You got a stick?
A stick. Hold on a moment.
I mean, we're just pulling something out of the river. You need a stick.
Oh, no. We're not going to want to touch it. We're not going to want to touch it. You don't want to take things out of the river.
That's why I get in the stick.
Oh.
Come on.
That's fair.
Doodoo, just kind of pats him on the chest like a little, come on, like a little friendly gesture.
All right. That's fine. Hold on. You know what? You make a good point. Let's try. He reaches behind your back and pulls out a 15-foot long stick and hands it to you.
Doodoo gasps like a child, going, I love that.
Wonderful. He rolled really well on his performance check, and a little bit of confetti also comes out of nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah. You want to give it a good poke?
Yeah, you don't got to ask me twice, but I wouldn't like it if you did.
You want to give it a good poke?
Yeah! And then I just grab it, start going for it.
As you're angling that stick, it's that classic dead body poke. Every young boy is trained in for 3 weeks in 3rd grade. They take us off into a separate classroom to learn how to poke a dead body with a stick. But this is a curveball that was never on that quiz. The fucking stick curves back at you as you get it close.
Whoa.
Yep. That's just what I was afraid of.
Doodoo keeps trying it just to see how it, refracting back at me. Whoa. I assume when I take it back, it bends normal.
Yeah.
So I'm acting like it's like I'm putting it in a weird thing of water that's refracting it back towards me.
Now, isn't that the damnedest thing? I've never seen a thing like that.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you woke me up.
Yes. Well, yes, I did want to show you this. It's pretty cool. But, actually, just a moment. And a more translucent than usual Gooman slithers up to the mare in puddle form. It draws itself up to stand at attention and says, Your Honor, I spoke to Ventura. He thinks this is unrelated to the issues we've been seeing signs of upriver. Mare says, well, let's certainly hope so. Thank you, Retaxis. That will be all. And the Gooman slithers away. And at this moment, Felicity strolls up.
Felicity, come check this out. And I start doing...
Ooh. Oh, Mr. Mayor, hello.
Miss Fairweather. Nice to see you.
This must be serious.
Yes. Lovely night for a body floating in the river, isn't it?
Not like the kind that's supposed to be there.
No. It's quite different.
Did you throw it there?
No.
Not this time.
Oh, you don't know. I might be lying. No, I don't lie. I don't lie in a way you'll ever detect. Yeah, so it's weird, right? Look at it. It's do the stick, Doodoo. Do the thing with the stick.
Doodoo does the stick. Hold on a second. Let me roll. Roll for stick. That was a critical failure, actually.
Oh, okay. In that case, you poke it. You do it so hard that the stick comes back and hits you right in the eye.
Oh.
You take 2 spirit damage. Oh, no need for that. And the mayor, places a bony hand on your face, and you feel better.
Aww.
You no longer feel spirit damaged.
Yay.
And while we're at it, and he reaches over and taps you on the nose, Felicity, and the small amount of pain you had to your spirit from earlier also heals.
Oh.
Hooray.
Thank you.
Problem solved. We can all go home now, right?
Oh, almost. Oh, here comes the 3rd member of the troop. And Visk, this is your turn to arrive. You were woken up from your jar by a sharp tapping, familiar tapping at this point. Everybody's really getting to enjoy the planchette tap. But it's right on your glass. Fortunately, she visited Felicity first and figured out what the breaking strength is of glass vis-a-vis her beak. So you just get the light, sharp taps to what represents your entire reality.
Thank God.
Yeah. You were woken up, informed of the situation, and told that the mayor is down here.
Boy, did they rush down. So they slither up and reconstitute and lay their ocular organs on the mayor. And in the 99 years they've been around, Visk has seen the mayor like tens of thousands of times in various pictures and portraits all over the building. And now they're outside of the building, which is weird too. They've also seen him in the hallways and from afar on rare occasions, but so close up, that's a rare treat. And the mayor looks different today, but how? And they can't help but stare when they normally just avert their ocular organs in order to appear more productive. And in fact, there's like a sudden and pronounced element of risk and reward attached to sustained eye contact. And there's something very strange about this. Visk has always idolized the mayor, but there's an extra dimension to it now, and sensitivity to magic has unlocked a lot of new context for Visk. And this feeling towards this tall, dark, and handsome skeleton is certainly new.
Jesus.
This doesn't know what to call it besides not workplace appropriate. And flustered, they force their eyes to look at anything else with unusual effort.
Visk, our chaperone for these little wayward souls. I hope you're all getting along. I've been hearing about some of your successes, and I was just talking to your wards here. We were just admiring Miss Fairweather's badge. Isn't that nice? Congratulations on getting her to put it on. Been doing good work. Oh, that reminds me, actually.
They're like struck dumb, like they don't know how to talk.
Yeah, they're not like pausing for you to respond.
Nah.
That reminds me. Reaches down and like dips his fingers into the river and comes back and like a kind of a cocky priest, just like flicks some of the river water onto you, and it sizzles as it hits your body. It's just a little bit more magic for you. These other two are going to be getting stronger. The more they do, the more missions. So it's only fair that you get a little bump.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, should give you a little bit more juice once you get up topside. Now, while I have you here, also, do you know anything strange about that body there, Visk? And points out at the headless body. I'm going to describe it again. It is a headless body. Its back is covered in shining blue quills. Now, just so we're clear, I'm talking like porcupine quills, not like the feathers that Harry Potter uses to write turf emails.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
So that Wizard of Earthsea uses to write ally emails.
Yay!
So it's better. So it's his point now. He's like, look, isn't that the damnedest thing?
That's very strange. What type of creature is that?
Well, it looks like it began life as a person, as a human. It looks just a little biomancy. Nothing. I think that's bioluminescence and some sort of echidna or similar little creature stapled on the back there. The odd thing is we don't usually get just the body, do we? It's usually a head or head or the head or nothing. You know, the heart.
Yeah,
right.
that's
Would you
weird.
make a history or an arcana check?
Yeah.
Yes, whichever you would prefer. Whether you're trying to understand the situation or remember something similar.
Let's do Arcana.
Oh,
Visk, check this out. Dudu tries to use the stick to poke himself in the belly.
Oh, 18 plus 3. I got 21.
So aided by the demonstration of the stick bending back, you have an insightful, magical understanding of what's happening, which is some fucked up shit that shouldn't be happening. Everything about this situation is wrong. When a body dies, it all goes down. If you lose your arm, the arm's waiting for you, but it's not like an arm floats down the river, like waiting for you to get there. It all just sort of comes down at the same time, usually timed with the heart stops beating. When the heart stops beating, the body starts floating, as they say, after today. Yeah, so this is weird. It's like, weird, right?
Yes.
It's weird shit.
Unprecedented, in fact.
Unprecedented in our experience, certainly. I'm thinking Laserback Labs, it says there on the chest. Would you three mind heading up topside to investigate? I would very much appreciate it.
Oh, of course we will. No problem.
Yeah, I suppose I don't have anything else to do.
No, certainly not in the middle of the night.
At your service, Mr. Mayor.
Dude just goes, huh? As he's like poking himself in the belly with the stick going inward.
Yeah, you're involuntarily making Pillsbury Doughboy sounds like each time. Yeah, sounds like it's unanimous. All right. Off to the green room with you. I have places to be. Mr. Doodoo, if I could have that stick back, please. No, fair enough. Asked and answered.
No hesitation.
You gave it to me. It was from my ear or whatever magic crud you did.
You turn around to petulantly say this, but he's already gone.
It worked.
There's just a like a cartoon bone spinning in the ground, like a hubcap.
Goodbye.
Now I got a 15-foot pole.
He is charming in a fucked up sort of way.
Visk looks wobbly.
Doodoo's writing down 15-foot pole on his character sheet.
Oh my god, we got to meet him. What?
Oh, have you not met him before?
What? No, what?
Oh.
Oh, right, you I thought you were lying, but you have met him before.
Yeah. He's very personable for someone who's... I don't entirely know what his deal is, but he's very nice. He's very nice. Very approachable. I see why you like him so much.
What? Well, of course, everyone likes him. He's the mayor.
Yeah, I'm not sure everyone likes him the way you do. You know what? That's not important for right now.
What?
We need to get topside?
Yes, of course. Let's go to the green room.
We can use my pole. I would like now to try to do a pole vault with my 15-foot pole as Doodoo.
Okay.
Towards north, so I can just go
cool.
we're going to the green room, and then I'm just like,
yeah, I think every Olympic event is like by definition a fucking athletics check. So yeah, make an athletics check.
Athletics check it is.
To pole vault.
Oh, don't fall in the river, God.
Yeah, just please don't roll a 1.
Please don't.
14.
Excellent. Yeah, you get a little bit more forward momentum than you would if you would just run. Like you start, you're jogging and you stick it into the ground. As you go to stick it in the ground, you realize it's like, this pole's too damn long. And I'm not going to be able to pole vault with this, but it's shorter in your hands. And then when you go to pole vault, it's longer.
Wow.
Yeah, it seems to be like extending and shortening to your whim. That's fun. Anyway, you're in the green room now.
Doodoo drops the pole. I don't want to play with this anymore.
It calls out, "No, I was your weapon."
All right. I'll hold on.
Oh, okay. I was going to kill it. Okay, good. I'm just fully going to fucking have it die. No, all right. Yeah. You make your way pole vaulting forward as the other two scramble along behind you. And they're probably walking with a little more dignity. I don't know. Maybe they're not scrambling. How are you walking? You walking dignified or you scrambling?
Let me roll to find out.
I'm poling.
Yeah.
I'm poling.
Duty's Poland for sure.
Oh, yeah. Extremely dignified.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Okay.
16. They're managing to walk despite feeling really wobbly from having met the mayor.
You're like the cool water people from the Futurama joke. You're like glopping forward. Yeah. Everybody's got a good vibe. It's the middle of the night and you got a new mission and you're already in the green room in the next scene. The cameraman has kind of got his hands on his knees and we've been bouncing about a little bit. He's like, all right. One more night. Yeah, Planchette is in here. She's got you didn't really notice before Felicity, but she's got a little pink bathrobe on. She's got curlers on the bare skull of her head. She's like, all right, let's get it going. Some of us need 12 hours.
We only need 4.
Wait, 12?
Yeah, 12 hours per 48-hour period.
Yeah, you guys don't do that.
Okay.
Well, whatever. Don't big league me, kitty cat. I know how long you sleep.
I'm not trying to big league you. It seemed like a lot for a 24-hour period. It's not important. It's not important. I'm sure that your sleep schedule is exactly what you need.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. That's the attitude. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting mean.
Everyone's very confrontational to me today.
I got woken up really early in the morning. And then I had to go wake up some other people. I'm sorry. Everybody's doing a good job. You two, you're probably gonna be a little stronger, huh? Mr. Bird and Miss Cat.
I feel like we leveled up.
Oh, well, okay. I guess we can call it that. Sure. Yeah, now if
I got a paw, and then I try to extend it and not hit her, but I can't really help that.
it jabs towards her, she just hops onto it, like on the end, and as you like pull it back, she's just like closer to you.
What do you think, lady?
Oh, I love it. How cute. Okay. Yeah, all right. So you're going to be you got a little bit of a better bond with your owl, and then we're going to make a little bit of a better body for Felicity, even though she tried to run off with the last one. No worries. She looks over at you like mischievously, like none of that.
Visk is tisking a very long, creepy finger. Like, not supposed to do that.
You're doing the Sonic 2 back and forth, but it's like the viscosity of your finger is not quite turgid enough, and it's just kind of flopping left and right a little bit too much, like dripping on the floor.
A little too much squash and stretch.
It's deeply unsettling. Yeah. All right, everybody in your little zones. You all get in your little zones, I assume, unless somebody wants to argue with me. No?
Not
Good.
really.
Okay, you're all in your little zones.
I'm okay.
I'm perfectly fine.
Oh, good. Everybody's really good in the middle of the night.
I don't always love this part, but it's okay.
Well, no, it probably will be better this time. She pulls a little switch. Doo-doo, you feel your spirit ascend towards the heavens, called forth to life again. There's a distant owl, and you hear its cry in your heart. You go towards it. Visk, you are dumped unceremoniously into the river like poop. But like poop with a purpose. You swim north.
I was going to say they just voluntarily plop in. They want to do this thing for the mayor.
Okay, sorry. You voluntarily plop into the water like poop, but poop with a purpose.
Great, yeah.
Swim north.
Exactly like that.
Look, you're definitely getting the second worst of these. Felicity, you are torn apart by little chalk hands, as is per usual. And now the cameraman gets in an elevator that says cameraman only, that leads to the land of the living, where it dings to the surface. It's in the middle of the night up here too. How convenient. In an anonymous alley that could be anywhere, but happens to be right here. A gray and yellow city owl perches on the rubble of a collapsed building that completely blocks one end of the alley.
Is that what you call pigeons?
It's like a pigeon, but like owl-sized, and it's got like a mean attitude, and like it doesn't like it when people move to the city.
You're still describing pigeons.
That's true. Yeah, hold on. It's also the size of a pillow.
I've seen pillow pigeons.
It's just a pigeon the size of a pillow. And can turn its head all the way around. That's what you get.
I've seen pigeons turn their head all the way around.
How? Like complicated suicide?
With help from a man.
Yeah, that's... Okay, Dumb and Dumber. That was a fucking parrot. A gray and yellow city owl who is suddenly feeling very self-conscious perches on the rubble of a collapsed building that completely blocks one end of the alley. It's... found itself a little over-questioned and starts to feel a little bit like a pigeon, and so it swoops down to perch on the dumpster that's about halfway down the alley. As it lands, it suddenly changes shape. Its pillow-like body getting even bigger. It's what you call them? Talons sink up into its body, replaced by human legs. Leaving Doo-Doo the owl sitting on the edge of a dumpster. Doo-Doo, make a dexterity saving throw.
20, not natural.
Excellent. You do not fall backwards into the dumpster and instead perch on top of it like a cocky Humpty Dumpty.
I dare anyone to throw me off my perch, as I just sort of lean on it like I'm a Muppet. Like I'm a puppet, like they just like kind of lean so he has more room to play with his legs. Yahoo!
As if on cue, your challenge to the night. The rubble shifts somewhat from the collapsed building at the edge of that's blocking one end of the alley as the corpses of crushed rats drag themselves out of the rubble, displacing bricks and small pieces of pipe, unraveling themselves as they're pulled towards an emerged chalk rectangle on the ground. They pull themselves apart into bones and muscles and blood. You've seen this before. You don't have to look too closely at it. They start to form themselves into the rough shape of a Catalan woman. A sharp-eared listener, however, notices the small black bomb that pops into existence next to where Felicity's heart is forming. That listener pushes their girlfriend on the shoulder and tries to get them to pay attention, but they're not paying attention. There's a sewer grate near the dumpster, and with a little flip, like a foot soldier popping out, Visk sprays out of it triumphantly, getting water and stuff everywhere. It looks like a problem that's going to take the city some time to fix.
So what are we up to? What was that company called again?
Owl City, I think.
No, I should have written it down.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, you should have. You hear Planchette's cocky voice in the back of your head.
I don't know why. I was a little flustered at the time.
I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to go back to sleep.
You could, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's fine.
Yeah, but you need something right. Oh, why don't you ask Felicity? There she is. Felicity, you have been stitched together from rat pieces. Feel a little bit stronger this time.
Yeah.
Than when you died last.
And I think emotionally, Felicity's doing better too. It's like the difference between being hurt in an accident versus experiencing pain from getting, say, like a tattoo. She knows she gets to come back to life. So this still fairly horrific experience doesn't quite have the noxiously evil weight that it felt like it did the first couple times. She's sort of brushing off her clothes, pulling out the last little bits of rat that weren't properly used out of her mouth, like an old tail or a tooth, and just kind of tossing them to the ground. Sorry, what was that?
Felicity, do you remember the name of that company?
We forgot.
I'm going to be real, I missed it too. I'm sorry. I've been trying to pay more attention to... I was missing a lot of stuff last time from writing, so I've been trying to pay more attention this time.
Well, I bet if we just walk around, eventually we'll find it.
You look at there are the names of 15 different companies in these. No,
okay, what's number one?
It'll come up.
This turns into a 5-hour session.
Yeah, you have to organically arrive at the same name. No, there don't seem to actually be any doors. This is a blocked alley with a sewer in it and a dumpster. It does seem like there's a exit at the other end of the alley. However, this is sort of like a hallway with one entrance. More like a room, I guess. More like a room with one door.
It's closed? Like that's the ceiling? Is it ceiling?
Okay, so it's an alley.
Yeah, it's an alley.
One end of the alley is blocked.
Yeah, that's what an alley is.
What about the top? Can I go out the top?
Sure.
Okay, it's an alley.
Doo-doo wall jumps.
Okay. Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
Wahoo.
Are you trying to leap? What?
You know what a wall jump is.
Yeah, I know what
I'm
a wall.
doing Samus's wall jump.
You don't have like a climb speed or anything, right? Not like Felicity.
No, but I do have a 15-foot retractable Goku pole.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
And human legs.
You reach behind you and it's there.
Yahoo!
It wasn't there before, you think, but when you go to reach for it, there it is.
Away and up and away, says Doodoo as he rolls
Athletics.
He rolls 5.
Okay. You leap and you try to like use the pole to push yourself like with force off to the other side, like as you're kind of like Samus wall jumping, but it just pushes you back onto a clatter and you fall into the dumpster. However, there's lots of good garbage in here if you like wet meat.
I love wet meat. The wetter, the better, I always say. Guys, I found wet meat.
Great.
Okay. So, do you see anything? Felicity is still like this. This is like such standard Doodoo the Owl behavior that like until Doodoo spoke directly to her there, she hadn't even noticed him doing this. She's been sitting there going,
trying to remember the name of that fucking place you're supposed to go to.
Something labs.
Is there a rain gutter anywhere near?
Yeah, there was a sewer, so there should be a rain gutter, sure.
This is going to schloop up the rain gutter to get to the roof to see if they can get a lay of the land, see if there's any prominent billboards or giant buildings that ring a bell.
We're going to do anything but go out the front.
Yeah, no, I love it.
I want a bird's eye view. I thought that was a good idea.
No, you go up to the top and you see a city in flames!
What?
There are anonymous brick buildings in every direction and fires! A city consumed! In fact, it's so hot that what did I say? Rain gutter? The rain gutter that you're in is hot and hurts, and you slide back down out of it, being returned out of the skybox that you had almost clipped through back to the room.
Why was that hot?
Yeah, weird shit. As you splash to the ground, spilled out of the gutter, you all hear a rumbling from the other end of the alley. Like a low rumbling.
No time to scrounge. I want to know what that rumble is.
Yeah.
You can probably scrounge a little bit. Make a scrounge check.
Oh, all right.
I dropped you in here.
Ah, shucks. A little bit of scrounging between friends, right, y'all?
Yeah. I doubt you were paying attention to Visk when they did their thing, so this is what was happening then.
Scrounge check. 21.
Oh, shit. Fine. You find an unopened bottle of premium hot sauce.
I hold on to that, but then the rumble gets my interest.
It says Pexas Pete's on it, and it's got a super jacked cowboy with like huge abs. And there's hot sauce spraying out of his hands like magical beams.
I see we're cornering the market on this merchandise. Gonna have our own hot sauce.
Oh yeah, when we get on hot ones, then the sky's the limit. Literally, do not try to climb up to the sky.
Bean Wizard hot sauce, my favorite.
So you hear that same low rumbling I was talking about earlier.
Is that towards the door?
It is towards the exit to the alley.
Okay, the
yes.
exit, yeah. Felicity's going to head towards it.
Excellent, fantastic. So this rumbling, it's similar to what you heard on the train, but like without the muffling, like the sound of the engine on the train, but it's different. Doo-doo, make a history check, if you don't mind.
Doo-doo. 13.
Excellent. Doo-doo, you alone recognize the sound of a biodiesel engine, like the one you had in your van.
That sounds like a car.
It does, but it sounds like when you're outside the car. It doesn't sound like when you're driving from inside. It's louder.
Sounds like we're in a outside. Wait, you say we're outside a car?
Yeah, it was for some reason felt like the need to make it clear that you
We
were
weren't
not
in
currently.
a
You confused Doo-doo.
That looks like an alley.
Just one hurt point confusion.
Yeah, just like this granular description of how muffled the sound.
Yes, but you're outside the car and you hear it far away. Huh?
It's actually louder because you're outside the car. Okay, so have we killed the momentum completely? Yes, good job. All right, so you hear the low rumble of a biodiesel engine from around the corner at the end of this alley. Where's everybody positioned in the alley right now?
Felicity is moving towards the sound, but I wouldn't say she's exited the alley yet.
No.
Visk has reconstituted themselves and is starting to walk, following Felicity.
And Doo-doo is not jumping. He carefully, like a baby off a couch,
That's the attitude I like to see.
crawls over.
Wait, crawls? Hold on. No, it's fine.
Crawl check. Crawls up and over and out of the thing, holding up the bottle of hot sauce. Hey guys, I found some Pexas Pete hot sauce.
God, Texas sure stayed busy, doesn't he?
Who?
Oh?
Really? Like, you guys, like, last mission, we found out about the original Skulltenders, and Pexas was one of them. Syrup was another one.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Famous.
I was a little traumatized from getting hurt a bunch of times. Right, that guy.
You were traumatized from getting hurt a bunch of times?
Yes?
You know, it's not important. It's not important.
The rumble grows louder,
Oh.
peeking around the edge of the alley. You see a pig. You see a man with the nose of a pig, and the blue shimmering quills that you saw on that body down south. Unfortunately, you also see that this head is gripped by a hand, and attached to that hand is an arm, and attached to that arm is a biker who is driving a motorcycle that also comes into frame. This is absolutely the best way to describe this. So it is a biker holding the glowing blue quilled head of a guy with a pig nose. Oh yeah, and the biker doesn't have a head also.
And the city's on fire.
And the city's on fire.
This is the coolest album cover you've just described.
Yeah, it rules. It's kind kind of just like idling the bike forward, just kind of rolling it forward slowly, and it's pointing that head around like a lantern as it slowly rolls down the alley.
Doo-doo holds up the hot sauce bottle to get a good look at Pexus, and then looks and like holds it next to the guy in his field of vision to sort of compare the two. No, not the same guy.
As you're taking a closer look at the biker, you get a better look at the motorcycle. It is a big, loud biodiesel guzzler, and threaded in between the chrome and the rubber are long, translucent tubes that are pumping strange liquids around. Some of these seem to run up under the biker's clothes. And as you look closely, actually, you realize that the neck of the leather jacket is a single solid piece. So there's no head, but there's not even really a place for a head to be. It's still casting that big man head around at you, and as you hold up the hot sauce, it like angles in straight at you and then revs the engine.
Uh-oh. I think we've got company. He says out loud without really worrying if he has or has not seen us.
Oh, yeah, well, now he definitely has. Everybody roll initiative.
You're welcome. Shit.
I got a 10.
I got a 2.
I got a 8.
I'm first. Wow.
Okay, and let's see how this thing does. Oh, wow, it's quite fast, actually.
It's on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, who could have guessed? It guns it straight towards you. Doo-doo. Because you were holding up the hot sauce, it is going to try to drive straight. Oh, just gonna try to run you straight over. Do. Does a 22 hit?
Let me check. Armor class, right? Is 14 higher than 22?
Let me roll to see. Oh, yeah, it seems like it is. You are going to take 5 motorcycle damage as you are just fucking run over by a motorcycle.
Can you do it right down the middle? So like my legs and my human legs and owl hands just sort of like go flying up like I hit a tree.
Oh, I see. You want to have like, you want your torso and head to have the tread mark?
Yes, please.
And the other two?
Yes, please.
Yes, absolutely. Your arms and legs stick straight up like a spider with nothing left to live for on your back. It runs you over and then hits the other end of the alley and like spins around for another pass.
Ouch!
Visk, it's your turn.
Ooh, holy shit.
Visk is going to throw grease on the ground in hopes that it's going to make the motorcycle spin out and, be inoperable, ideally.
Excellent. Okay, so just to set the scene here, we've got the exit of the alley. We've got you three who I think are clumped together near the dumpster. And it's now closer towards the blocked end of the alley, having run over and past Doo-doo, and you're going to put grease where?
I'm going to put grease, like, right in front of, near the dumpster, hoping that, like, we're going to be able to, like, scoot into the dumpster away from him, and he's just going to kind of aim for us, hit this patch, and spin out and get fucked up.
I love it. Okay. You place your grease expertly. Remind me, is that a thing where it needs to roll when it enters, or it becomes difficult terrain?
When it appears, each creature standing must succeed on a dex saving throw or fall prone.
Okay.
And any creature that enters or ends its turn there has to do a dex saving throw.
Okay, so you've set the stage with this grease. Felicity, it's your turn. Or do you want to move or anything, or you just what?
Right, me go into dumpster.
Okay, you climb up into the dumpster. Excellent. Felicity, your turn.
Felicity wants to dip out around the corner to break line of sight with this thing.
Okay, you can do that.
All right, I think I'm going to do that and just post up, because if this thing hits the grease and goes down, I'm going to be on it.
When you say around the corner, you mean like leave the alley?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you're pretty quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got like a good move speed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have feline agility. I can be very quick if I need to be.
Yeah, you are able to get around the corner and you see, oh my God, a city in flames. It looks a little newer than the neighborhood you live in Ghost Town. Just like a little bit more modern, probably like 10 or 15 years. You know, time marches on, makes fools of us all. Mm-hmm. But it look like there are bodies in the street. There's just fires, broken windows. Actually, the building, the particular alley you're in looks remarkably not fucked up by comparison.
God, this is going to be so good for housing in Ghost Town. There's going to be so many new apartments soon.
Well spotted. Doo-doo, it is your turn.
Gentrifying yet again. So the motorcycle man, did he when he ran me over, did he go into the alley or just on the other side of this kind of open section of road we're in?
Oh, you're in the alley. He like ran you over and then continued down and like got to the blocked end of the alley.
Okay. Did he do the Akira bike thing?
He specifically didn't. He stopped dead and then like hopped like he's pressing R in Mario 64 and just like hopped to reposition himself to face you.
Damn, he's not even cool.
People are saying it's cooler than Akira.
Agree to disagree. Okay, all right. So Doodoo gets up.
All right. You take half your movement to stand because that's how that works.
Shit.
Yeah, sorry. But you also have a lot of movement because you're a monk and you have the unarmored movement and stuff.
Plus, he's in the alleyway, probably coming back out. So I am. I'm just gonna sit on like Felicity. You're on the corner on the road.
Yeah, I'm like around the corner, so he can't see me.
I'm gonna do the same on the opposite corner.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll that way as I get up out of the ground, like. Whoa.
So now we have Visk in the dumpster. Felicity behind one corner of the alley and Doodoo behind the other corner of the alley. And when I say corners, I'm talking about the exits.
Yes.
So there is nobody just standing in the alley right now when the bike turns back around.
Yes.
That's right.
Suppose not.
Excellent. You hear there's like an angry rev. Like a louder rev, and that head, if anybody is looking at it, but I don't think anyone is because you're all hiding. Is anybody peeking?
I dare not to. Well, I'll peek a little.
Okay, as soon as you peek, no, the head is like casting around looking for you, and it's taking a look at that grease on the ground. It's like stopping to the wheel rolls into it a little bit and then pulls back.
Does he think that's what became of me?
Who could know the mind of such a creature? But your empathy suggests possibly, and why not? So sure.
Hooray!
Yeah. So as it's revving, it's angry and angry when suddenly, emerging from the dumpster next to you, Visk, you did not notice him. Such was his stealth, is an old man with the nose and ears of a rat. He's wearing a woven straw hat and the clothes of a simple peasant. His long, worm-like tail wrapped around his waist like a belt. Everything about him is unimpressive, save for the wizened twinkle in his eye. He walks calmly to the center of the alley and stops when he's directly in the path of the motorcycle. The biker turns the handlebars towards the rat man and revs the engine. The man lowers himself into a stance, says, "Underestimate me at your peril." What you see next is incredible. It's like it's happening in slow motion. The motorcycle revs straight towards him and collides with such force that his spine is ejected out of the back of his body, trailing his skull and tail behind as it soars through the air towards the dumpster. However, because his tail was wrapped around his waist, his spineless and skullless body are yanked into the air behind it. A perfect brushstroke of blood and viscera and loose muscle tissue. The entire trailing assemblage is tracing a perfect arc, like a kite made by a kid who's trying to speedrun his serial killer backstory, and it's flying through the air directly at you, Visk. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Whoa! Can't believe Doodoo didn't find this guy during the scrouge. Oh, hell fucking yeah, I got a natural 19.
Excellent.
Plus whatever.
It lands next to you instead of in you.
Whoa! That was close.
It is like this completely obliterated, like a Damien Hirst happened to Master Roshi, just like completely fucked up.
To Splinter.
Somehow still alive, and like twitching. I gotta see. I misjudged that. And next to him, a panel in the dumpster opens. and shooting out of it is there's like a green wheel, like shoots straight past you and punches a hole in the side of the dumpster and wheels into the fucking alley and scoots down and starts like doing circles around the motorcycle, spraying grease everywhere.
Busy dumpster.
And there's a little guy with a pig face and red quills. It's different. And he points at you at Visk. He says, Hey, get in here. Come on. He's buying you time.
Sure. And Visk goes in there.
Where are your friends? Was it just you?
There were 2 others. I'm not sure where they went. I don't know if Visk saw where they went because they went immediately into the dumpster, so I assume they don't know they're around the corner.
Yeah, probably. He's like, hey, anybody who's not a fucking motorcycle monster, get in here. And he's gathering the loose like meat of the rat and like rat guy and like trying to like he's putting him into like a plastic shopper's bag. You know what I'm saying?
Ugh.
Dude tries to exchange a glance with Felicity to be like, should we?
Is he... I'm going to peek around the corner. Does he look like he's ready to go, or is he still picking up viscera and body parts?
You can't see him. You see a hole in the dumpster, and you see like a green wheel thing that's spinning around the motorcycle, which is angling the head towards it to try to follow it. And then you see from the hole in the dumpster a pig man with red quill says, "Come on!
I'm going to gesture with my head to Dudu that we're going to go for it. And on the give him a with my hand, not out loud. 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to take off for it.
I run right after Felicity.
All right, both of you. I want to see an athletics from Dudu for straight speed. I want to see an acrobatics from Felicity for dodging.
16.
Also a 16.
Excellent. That is just fast enough. You don't seem like easier prey than the wheel, so the motorcycle stays focused on that as it like spins in circles around it. But it is starting to follow it a little better. You get yourself through that hole in the dumpster that it punched, and the little red pig guy is like pulling you. He's come on. You'll be safe in here. You're pulled in this room, and right behind you, Felicity, let's say, was in the back. The green wheel shoots past you and like comes to a halt in the center of the room you're in, and you see it's another little pig guy. This one's got green. Wow. Isn't that fun? The red one like hits a button on the wall, and a steel shutter closes over the hole in the side of the dumpster that had opened.
Ooh, that was scary.
Yeah, no shit. It's been tearing up the whole city.
So it's not normally like this out there, is it?
No. Normally the city's not on fire.
Okay.
You have a minute to put yourself together. Takes a minute to sort of like settle. You look around. This place looks like a garage, a grow lab, and a butcher shop are all sharing space. It's like a nice little poly relationship between those 3 concepts. There's a stove and a kitchen space next to a workbench with a shared pegboard of knives and power tools in the space between. There are half-completed mechanical projects everywhere. The most prominent is a bike frame with no wheels hanging from the ceiling on chains. There's also an enormous tank of murky water in the corner with something swimming around in it, and 3 individual beds that look like they used to be a single bunk bed. There's mechanical projects hanging, there's hanging potted plants. This place is all over the place. But most importantly, there's a banner on the wall with 3 cartoon pigs on it that reads, Laserback Labs. We put the me can in biomechanical.
Fuck off.
Beautiful.
I do the soy face at the name and go, that's what it was.
Oh, it was that.
It was that.
Right. Great.
Laserback.
That's us.
We found you.
You did.
We found one of you in the lake.
Wait. You found Sean?
Who's Sean?
Is that the blue one?
Okay, yeah, he looks like me, but he's blue, and he's not the head out there. Do you mean the head?
No.
Because I know about the head.
The other part.
We might kind of mean the head. What happened?
Well, yeah, it's a long story. Let me do some introductions first, just to keep things along.
Yes, please.
I'm Scrap. My brother over there is Stitch. Our lost brother was named Sean. He was the driver. I'm the mechanic, and my brother's the biomancer.
What color are you?
Wow, what a question. I'm red. What color are you? I'm digging it. You're some kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of an indigo, aren't I?
Yeah. I went for a simpler color. I'm red. Still on the rainbow, though.
Oh, you chose this color. Lovely.
Yeah, we did. Well, I mean, yeah, we all chose it.
It's a good choice.
I am the one who did it. The green one steps forward. You can now that you're able to look at him a little closer, he's not spinning around. You can see that he is wearing like a Frankenfurter, like full up to the neck, medical, like surgeon, old timey surgeon's outfit. He's got green quills. I am the biomancer. I did the work. I think it was good work.
Yes, excellent work.
Yes, they're quills of a porcupine. We all have them. And bioluminescence. It's nice. We have different colors. It is branding, yes.
So are you all work for Laserback Labs, or are you mascots, or?
We are Laserback Labs. We're the Laserback Boys.
Oh, you're they.
And he turns around and like points both thumbs at his back, where the quills have shredded through the back of a like a denim jumpsuit and completely made the label unreadable. But then when he turns back around, you can see that there's a smaller version of the label on his tit. Can't remember what pack. There it is. Chest. There it is. Landed it. It says Laserback Labs. It looks just like the one you saw on the body in the river.
That's it. That's the one.
Yes.
Problem solved.
We've been looking for you.
Is it? Probably about the problem we caused in the city burning. Yeah. Sorry. Oh shit, Mr. Karate's dying. He's still holding this ruined rat that is just like coughing up blood and its own brain out of its mouth. He rushes him over to a steel operating table. He says, Stitch, get over here. Fix it. Come on. And he's like calmly walks over the green one and says, could I get some assistance holding him down?
I'm going to go help hold him down.
Okay, excellent.
Visk is going to watch, hoping they learn something about anatomy of, non-goo people.
Dudu takes out his flip phone and takes a picture of the disgusting rat, Mr. Karate.
Dudu takes out a rock and points it at the destroyed rat on the table and takes a mental snapshot.
Click. Saving that one for later. Oh.
Stitch, who is the green one, there's this completely ruined little karate rat on the table. He takes an appraising look at the body. He takes off his long rubber gloves and begins tracing his short fingers delicately around in the gore. The breathing, destroyed mass of the rat man starts to pull itself together in like a reverse time lapse. It's like anti-animorphs. The spine is pulled back into the sack of skin, which sort of grows and bubbles to cover up the exposed muscle and organs. After a few seconds, he doesn't look good, but he looks, better. Less obliterated. He needs to rest somewhere cool. You, the big owl, will you help me carry him to freezer?
Freezer's not that cool. It's all right, I guess.
Jokes.
Dudu just says this as he helps.
Get some scraps for Wet Mamba while you're in there, says the other one.
Huh?
Some treats. I was talking to my brother. You got it. It's fine.
Oh.
You'll pick it up contextually. Catch as catch can, buddy. He starts doing backflips in the corner as you guys leave the room to walk into a different room.
You're pretty good.
I love these guys.
Yeah. Do you want to see? He doesn't change what he's doing at all, but says, do you want to see? Does not wait for an answer and continues doing backflips.
I was talking about the one that did the biomancy, but that's also pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what these quills are. Is that covered?
Yes.
Sorry. Excellent.
I was complimenting that resurrection type thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not a resurrection. He didn't die.
Not all the way, or else you'd be in big trouble.
Yeah, that's one. With who?
Nothing.
Okay.
We just mean like philosophically.
Yes.
Oh.
With God. Dudu points down.
Oh, that's I don't really know what to make of that. He's carrying the body. He's carrying the alive body. It's just like it now looks like 20 minutes before the end of a movie. This character is probably gonna die. You're stealing yourself or whichever way it breaks, but who's to say?
You're not gonna fucking die. Look at me. It's me, Dudu, doing the reference.
The little rat like looks up at you and takes off his big sunglasses to reveal that he has the eyes of a spider.
Doodoo drops his end.
Says, "Gotcha." He falls asleep.
Oh, shoo! Never mind.
Still spider eyes, but it was a prank.
These guys rule. We should be playing as these guys.
Yeah. Can we change our characters to the 3 pigs and the dead rat?
If you want a little change, I'm happy to help. Just after we get this settled. You're carrying this small body. It really doesn't need both of you to carry it, but he leads you in past a big steel door to a walk-in freezer. Lining all the walls of this freezer are specimen jars. Ew. Some have some labels. One says mongoose liver. Another says ape ligaments. Another says wolf snout. And it has an extra label that reads glands stored at room temperature. And there's a small bed in the corner where Stitch places Mr. Karate.
Can I go? I want to go scrounging here.
Oh, yes, help yourself. Don't take anything irreplaceable.
Well, that's what I'm supposed to do. Scrounging.
Yeah, make a fucking scrounge check.
That's what the whole point of scrounging is I take anything irreplaceable. I'm looking for the best shit, man. Okay. Sorry for cursing.
I can't wait to see what condiment this is going to be.
15.
It's only condiment based so far.
15?
15.
Okay. You find a jar of spider eyes.
Ah!
I
drop it.
Don't you fucking drop my eyes. They're in little plastic baggies, sets of 8. There's 2 good ones and 6 bad ones in each bag. You get a little bag of spider eyes.
No, I'm scared. I dropped the spider eyes. Now it's time for Stitch.
Okay.
Green Stitch to make his own fucking dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I love it. All right. Become the ruling body.
Ugh. Doodoo says as he drops the eyes.
They shatter all over it shatters, and the broken glass gets everywhere.
Yeah, I freak out even more and start running towards getting out of there. Yuck.
They're still in their little baggies. It's fine. There's just a bunch of loose bags of spider eyes all over the ground. As you're running, you stop, and all those eyes give you an idea, which is to look at the room and see that there's a thing that I didn't describe yet, which is hanging from the ceiling on huge meat hooks is a horse with a rider on the back with no head.
Wow, I can't believe we didn't notice that.
Cool. Yuck.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Bye.
So much to see here.
Seems unimportant.
Yeah. Hey, wait. You come out, and then Scraps is looking directly. He said, "Did you bring treats?"
I roll back in like the Pee-wee and trying to get the snakes out of the burning pet store.
Yeah. Get some spider eyes. She loves them. Kick down the door. Yo, Casey, wake the fuck up.
Hold on a second. I gotta take off my CPAP machine.
Oh, okay. Sorry, buddy. Here, let me help you with that.
Thank you.
It's me, your friend Cohen. I don't know if you were disoriented by the CPAP machine.
Oh, yeah, it always is. And also, you don't live here. How'd you get here?
Why, I got your home address from Patreon. Not really, but...
Patreon? What's that?
Patreon.com/Skulltenders.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the place where people can support the show that we make. And they can also, because Skulltenders, it's an independent show that's supported by viewers and then I turn to you, the listener, and I point one finger at each of your separate eyes. You!
I am now looking at the listener as well. What do they got on that Patreon?
Well, there's Maps and Mandibles where I put my ransom note drawings and my drawings of monsters that, yes, they do look like Act 1 of a Scary Child movie where the scary literally drawn their psychic. And you can see all of those. You can see my thoughts for here's what I wanted to do with this episode. It didn't really work, but they did something else and I had a good time. There's also drawings. You know who they're from? And I'm pointing at you, Casey.
Huh? That's right. I guess I doodle sometimes to remember that we're playing D&D and not, wander off and watch video game trailers all day.
Yeah, so that you're doing that, and I would love those drawings, and I'd love to read all your interesting thoughts about them. We've also got a Discord where everybody can hang out and talk and have a good time. There's so much cool stuff on there.
Yeah, and they could submit questions to Skull Talkers, our behind-the-scenes show that we do, where we talk about the episodes and answer your questions about the episodes.
But how do I get access to this behind-the-scenes show?
You got to support us at patreon.com/Skulltenders. There's many levels that I don't know off the top of my head, but you can, as low as $5?
As low as $5 and as high as financially irresponsible. It's a hoot.
Yeah, come and join us.
Yeah, we have a good time. We do lots of bits. Now, I think that's everything. So, and then I'm just like going to put the CPAP machine back onto your face to like escort you back to sleep. Count backwards from 100, buddy.
99.
Now I'll steal all his spider eggs in this next scene.
Spider eyes. Spider eyes.
I'm sorry, I'll steal all his spider eyes in this next scene, if that's the episode we're using it for. And if not, get off my dick.
My dick.
Yeah, he was having fun. It's just...
I'll include me correcting you at the end. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jess is here. Fuck, what the hell?
Get out of my room. I pick up a couple bags daintily and some treats. I find a box of wet meat that said treats.
Excellent. Yeah. You
wet meat treats, it says.
Yeah. Are you bringing the whole box, or are you going to reach your hand into the box of wet meat?
No. I grab the box. I can hear it's wet.
Yeah, it sloshes.
The heft is sloshing.
He says, I'm going to stay with Mr. Crotty, make sure he's stabilized. I'm going to try to stabilize my accent as well. You drift out narratively back into the room. I tell you what you're fucking doing.
That's fine.
I just say as I walk out with all the nasty things.
On the other side of the room is Scraps, the little one, and he's next to a huge Scraps.
Hey.
Stitch, and Sean. What's up?
You mind telling us what happened to Sean? He's gone. He's not here.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, that's his head. So here's the thing. Well, shit. We gotta feed. He reaches for the box of wet treats.
I hand it over easily.
He takes it. He takes it and nods. And he says, "A task well completed. You've earned my respect."
I throw the baggies in there too, just like get it all away. Yuck.
As you throw the baggies in, you hear a. Of something like the second that something hits the surface of the water, it immediately is like sucked under. He's reaching in and he's picking up just like big handfuls of weirdly cohesive meat. It's like sticking together to itself, a little more than you would want it to. And he's just tossing these in the tank. As they hit the water, they just are immediately like pulled down, like faster than they would sink.
Wow.
See, yeah. So here's the thing. We're a trio, you know. I'm the mechanic.
Right.
My brother's the biomancer. My brother Stitch. Mm-hmm. And our other brother Sean, he was the driver. We had this idea, you know, an autonomous vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because not everybody can drive.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard.
I see where this is going.
Yeah. So the idea was, you know, I thought machine, right? Clockwork. It's going to be the answer every time. Mm-hmm. And Sean too, but I mean, he's a driver. But Stitch thought maybe another way we could go. He says, I was reminded of a story. And he steps back out dramatically. A story of a vessel and its driver, a dark harbinger, a shadow steed, the nightmare, the headless horseman. Do you know of what I speak?
I don't know, do I? Have I read this one?
It's hold on, and he like pulls
I'm
open.
familiar, yeah.
He pulls open the huge door behind him, and you see the like fucking the horse and the rider that are like on big meat hooks. You see, this is it. No head, but it's a horse. It's riding around. It is a story. Some know, some don't. The legend is that it's a rider rides around on a horse. He's got no head. He needs a head. He needs a head to do his whole thing. That is the thrust of it.
Inconvenient.
Yes.
It's like an old fable.
Yeah.
Yes, there it is.
A cautionary tale, if you will.
Yes, don't not have a head.
Yes.
It's definitely.
Exactly.
Words to live by.
Yes.
I can't believe there's people that need to hear that, but okay.
Well, so here's the thing. Everybody thinks headless horseman gotta be ghost, right?
Right.
Traditionally, yeah.
Gotta be some kind of ghost.
Traditionally, yeah.
Yeah. Take a look at this, though. And he beckons you all creepily into the freezer. And he presses a button that like lowers the horse and the rider down a little bit lower. So they're closer to the head is like closer to eye level. The legs of the horse actually kind of bunch up in an uncomfortably insect-like way as the belly of the horse touches the floor of the freezer. Take a look at this. And he takes out a scalpel and cuts some stitches that are on the side of the horse's head, and he flips the whole cranium. Cranium, is that right? What's the skull bone? I should
It's
fucking
cranium.
know that, huh?
Yeah.
Cranium. Yeah. God, nailed it. He flips the cranium forward, and you see that there is no brain, but not just like no brain. It's just like muscle.
Who?
You see? It's not the ghost at all.
Wow, this guy's got a strong mind.
I
Hold on a second.
I see it, but I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
There's a joke here somewhere. I'm working on it.
I love it.
This is all new to me. I haven't got that sort of stuff, so.
That's where the thing is supposed to be. You know, the thing.
I'll do you one better than that. And he reaches over and pulls aside the driver's jacket and shows that where it looks like horse driver, where it looks like there's a rider on the back of the horse, it is actually just one physical entity. Like it is all grown together as like a single solid piece. The legs are more like arms, but the ass grows directly into the horse. It's all one piece of muscle. He says, "You see, it's taking on the form, but it's not." I don't know where these got started.
Right.
I don't know why this exists. I think it's some sort of horse virus, but it's a bad one.
So you made this, but it did this instead of what you intended.
Oh, I didn't make this. I bought this.
Oh, you bought this? Wow.
Yes,
Where'd you get it?
People sell things like this. Wow.
there are always
Yeah.
sellers of such things. If you know who to ask, if you have the means, for a motivated biomancer, very little is impossible in the long run.
You wouldn't believe the things that you can buy.
Gosh, the city has everything, doesn't it?
Yes, well, it did. Yes, this one knows what I'm points at Felicity, as you know, by wheeler dealer.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yes.
you wouldn't find it in a storefront,
No, certainly not.
but you can certainly be procured.
A specialty item. You wouldn't. It's not something you'd want to be found to possess.
Is this a custom job for you or a discovery?
There are questions you don't ask. I do know that this was a naturally occurring specimen in the wild before it was captured and frozen in the long term. So I thought what I'll do is I'll just, it's an organic creature. It's an organism. It just needs, a little guidance. So I figured, I would just attach it to a motorcycle. And then it would drive the motorcycle around. I figured, why not?
Felicity's nodding like that makes perfect sense.
Makes sense to me too.
I guess that's science. I'm not a scientist, but sure.
What could have gone wrong? I wonder out loud.
Well,
Huh?
what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? So you are making a thing. They here. Let me show you. And he pulls up the hand, and there's it looks like the end of a spine coming out of the palm, much like Scorpion. For fans of the Mortal Kombat series, there's a fucking spine coming out of. And see this, it attaches to a head here, and it parasitically absorbs the brain.
So this is some sort of like prototype of what was out in the alley.
Yeah, this is a naturally occurring thing that I tried
yes.
So the thing is, when you're biomancing, you try to follow the established patterns. It's where you have the most success. You figure out what nature already did the testing for. So I use the liver of something with strong poison resistance if I want to give someone poison resistance, or the eyes of an eagle, and if I want a machine that can drive itself, I find an animal that can steer itself.
So, something that's tripping me up, and forgive me, I'm not entirely familiar with the anatomy of, you folks up here. This was naturally occurring? Is this normal for this creature to look like this?
This is something that happens to horses rarely.
Oh.
Essentially.
Yep.
Yeah. Felicity nods like that's a thing you learn in high school.
Horse disease.
Yes, it turns out. It's commonly thought to be a ghost. Turns out horse virus.
Fascinating. I really only know one or two things about horses. I don't need to get into that right now.
I gave a horse virus, and I built a biological platform onto the motorcycle so that it could become infected with this horse virus, and then we could have a motorcycle.
Okay, a weird thing
drove itself.
Became a weirder thing.
What's the problem? Okay, yes.
It became even more normaler.
Yes, it did. It was a bad idea, but we weren't paying attention.
Oops. Hey, look.
We fucked up. We didn't. He's yelling from the tank where he's continuing to toss meat in. He says, we fucked up. We gave too much leeway to him because he knew stuff we didn't. And then he made a monster and it ate our brother. Yes, I'm afraid the creatures to survive, it lacks a central nervous system. It takes one and it uses that for eyes and steering and, desires, whatever. I don't know. It's tapping in.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it's a bummer. Whatever was our brother seems to be long gone. But I don't know. Perhaps he exists in some sort of terrible half-life. I imagine it sometimes. I see him in the dark.
Well,
when his head is held aloft by a motorcycle trying to run me over.
Adjacent question.
Shoot.
Why come city on fire?
Oh, yes, it's, just driving around unstoppably raising hell.
Oh, right.
Oh, it did that.
Yeah, and it and the people trying to stop it and, those sorts of things.
Byproduct.
Yeah, collateral damage.
Oh, he's good at what he does, too.
Yes. I'm sorry, hold on. He reaches in and, pulls out his vocal cords and writes on a piece of paper, I give up. And Scrap stands for it. He's like, I got this. Sorry, he's been trying to give himself a cooler accent and it's just not working.
Can you biomance accents into people?
It's a difficult surgery.
Yeah, especially when you're doing it on yourself. So the thing is, that's what happened to our brother. He was the driver.
Right.
It burst loose from the chains in the middle of the night. Our brother tried to stop it. It took his head. Now it holds a dark dominion over what's left of his brains. And it's destroying the city and trying to kill us.
You're in quite a pickle, aren't you?
No, yeah, absolutely. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to be honest. There's been so much going along that I haven't had time to stop and check in with me. How do I feel about this? I don't love it. Who are you guys, by the way? Are you here? Are you from the government?
How rude of us. I'm Visk, and...
I'm Doodoo. Doodoo the owl.
Felicity Fairweather. It's wonderful to make your acquaintance. And
we're from out of town.
In a manner of speaking, I suppose we are with the government. We're here to clean up.
Excellent. I'm Scraps Laserback. This is my workshop. Sorry, I probably should have led with that. It's fine. Yeah, so what are you gonna do about this huge problem we created?
Well, I got a couple questions for you, and then I think that we'll be able to answer that.
Shoot.
So I apologize if this is a traumatic thing to ask, but I do need to ask it. It seems to be using your...
It's fine. I seem pretty flip about it.
Yeah, you seem actually pretty chill about it, but I was worried you're maybe traumatized. It's not important. It seems to be using his head to some end. Do you have any idea why or what it's doing with it?
Yeah, I think my brother said it doesn't have a central nervous system or anything like that. It uses the head as it's like a brain. It's a lot like a brain. It's hijacking the brain to do all the stuff a brain does, like look around and tell you where to go. But it's got its own instincts, kind of like sticking in on top, The horse is much bigger.
Horse virus. Yeah. Horse virus just likes to fuck shit up as a neutral. That's how it neutrally exists.
Well, the brain doesn't last forever. It's looking for a replacement.
A replacement brain.
Yeah. So, if I remember correctly, horse virus is neurodegenerative. So
it's consuming it as it's using it.
Well,
we really shouldn't have put it in a machine. I gotta pay better attention to my fucking brother.
This is what we call hubris.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you know what? He's like sitting, he's like, hubris.
Hubris, yeah.
Hubris.
God, I can't wait to look that up. Oh, shit. He turns around, like, there is a loud slam on the side of the tank, and emerging from the water. Does everybody know what a tapeworm looks like?
Yep.
Yeah. Imagine if, like, God put everything he hated on the end of a pencil eraser and then stuck like a roll of toilet paper to the end of it. And that's what a tapeworm looks like. This horrible, the head of a tapeworm about, I want to say about a foot wide, pokes up out of the water. He says, "Oh, gross. Okay, sorry." And he, like, tosses some more treats into the water, and it sinks back under. Says,
Yeah.
"Yeah, that's a wet mamba."
I was about to ask about them.
Yeah, that's my brother. What did he do? Hold on. He takes out a piece of paper. Okay, it looks like, yeah, he mixed anchovies with tapeworms.
Why?
So it makes biodiesel.
Oh.
When it splits apart to lay its eggs, they're super full of oil. Here, actually, and he reaches over to it. There's like a little box. He says, "We keep them in here," and it's like a little, I don't know, about the size of an orange. It is a gross little tadpole egg looking thing that immediately slips out of his fingers and falls back into the device. Yeah, shit, oily. Yeah, one of these you can ride like a truck or a van or a car for days on just one.
So is that thing outside running on one of these?
Yeah.
Just one or a bunch or?
Hold on, let me check the schematics. And he like goes and looks. He says, "Looks like a lot. Looks like there's a bunch of them in there."
Ah, man.
Yeah, what can you...
Quit giving it to him. First step, stop that.
Okay, well, we did stop that.
All right.
But
step 2, yeah, I'm taking suggestions.
I was going to say similar to along those lines, like, we starve it out. And that was also before I knew about the biofuel. So I was thinking like, oh, when he runs out of heads, we'll run out of problems. But I don't know if that's going to work either.
Is the body organic or mechanical? The arms, specifically.
Yeah, that part's organic. The torso, all of that. The guy on top, that's it's all biomechanical. We put the me-can in biomechanical.
And the motorcycle...
Here, Laserback Labs.
And the motorcycle on the bottom, is that for the most part all mechanical?
Yeah. Well, there's some like tubes and stuff running in and out. It's all real Geigery down there. You know what I mean?
Okay. It seems to me we have two options. We have two options here.
It's actually pronounced Skiga.
Not here, it isn't.
Ah, damn. Local accent.
Yeah, it's named after the Geiger counter, the thing that determines how fucked up something is.
Ah. That's true. That makes sense.
It ticks more if something's gross.
This is great world building, honestly.
Thank you. I don't know what that means.
All right. It looks to me like we have two options. We either need to get the head away from it, or we need to stop or destroy the motorbike. It's a matter of what we think we're better at doing.
We could trap it.
I don't feel like the head is going to stop it, but it will be a boon to stopping it. So I feel like it should be a 2-part plan. We get the head away, and then we stop it.
I like the way you think.
Yes, does it run without the head at all?
Not really. I don't think so. Not for very long.
It still has fuel, so I'm worried it's just going to go apeshit.
Yeah, if it loses a head, it's definitely going to lose some of its ability to look around and see shit, but it is immediately going to be trying to find another head.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, some of us have those.
Well, yeah, we should just stop it then.
Yeah, we should probably just mess up the bike.
No. I'm not saying it wouldn't weaken it. I'm just saying.
I know, just, be careful.
Yeah. That's what happened to my brother. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I might have something that can help.
Let's go kill your brother. Oh, what?
Yeah, I got another thing to help. Hold on. And he hits another button on the side. Buttons all over on the walls of this place. A lot of things are descending and ascending on chains. And a device that looks like a bicycle without wheels lowers from the ceiling. He says, Can any of you drive?
I look to Dudu.
I look to Felicity and then look to Dudu because I see her looking at Dudu.
Oh, yeah, I can.
All right. Well, this is the thing. If our brother was still alive, we could use this. But we need somebody to drive it. Here, I'll show you. It lowers down to like I don't know, let's say knee level. What's the other guy? Stitch comes out. He's holding up a piece of paper that says, still not doing an accent, and positions himself at the back of the bike, and Scraps is at the front. He says, check this out. And they both start like revving up, just like doing like stationary somersaults faster and faster and faster until they look like a spinning little wheel, and the bike snaps into place. The two sides of the bike, the missing wheels are now locked around them as they are just like revving like in place, just like tearing up the floor, just absolutely ruining the floor in here.
Cool, I say over the sound of everything getting ruined.
Yeah, it is. It's like slows to a stop, but he's still like just kind of like wedged in there. He says, "So we've got this, but we can't drive, so."
Leave that part to me, says Doodoo, rolling up his non-existent sleeves. Can I get on where the bike is, where the driver would be?
Absolutely, you can.
I do it.
Yeah, so we'll just kind of stay in position, and you can do whatever.
Oh,
we've really lost control of this situation.
I'm trying to say like they're the wheels of the bike. I read.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They are the wheels of the bike.
All right. Here's the plan. I go challenge it to a race.
That'll work.
I'll challenge it to a chicken race and make it die.
Ooh.
What do you guys think?
I love it.
I'm not talking to you, Wheel. Wheels don't talk.
Sorry.
I think this is a good basis. How do you plan to make it die?
I was going to ask, are there any bodies of water nearby that maybe you could trick it into careening into?
There's a bunch of fire everywhere.
Sorry, I'm just going to pipe up. No lakes.
Okay, never mind.
There's a bunch of fire everywhere.
Feel free to use anything you want from Wet Mamba.
Ew.
Yeah. This is the cost of sustainable energy.
Could we use it as like fire bombs, throwing it at him?
Oh yeah, it's super flammable.
Oh.
Grab some of those balls. I point at the balls.
Collect some of the balls for Doodoo the Owl.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say, Felicity, you can hold 3 safely if you want to.
Okay.
This, you can hold as many as you want, but you have to hold them inside your body.
Yeah.
Sexy.
I'm going to take, how about 5?
Okay, yeah, hell yeah.
Is that a lot? I don't know, you made a...
No, that kicks ass.
Yeah,
I love
nothing
that.
risked, nothing gained.
You just kind of like slurp them up into you, and they just kind of float around in you like... It's like a lava lamp with marbles in it.
Yep.
They're just kind of floating around inside you.
Exactly.
Loosely and charmingly.
I'll challenge the creature to a race, and you throw bombs at it, and not me. Doodoo is putting together this plan. It's brilliant, I think.
Sounds about right.
Sounds pretty good.
All right.
I don't know who that was. it was
Pipe down, cameraman.
Sorry.
It was Wet Mamba.
It was a guy, like an old timey salesman who was like trying to come in to sell you a subscription to an encyclopedia. He says, "Sorry, just sticking my oar in. I'll go fuck myself, I suppose."
You're still alive.
Steps up into the alley and is run over and instantly killed.
Whoa.
Dang.
Better go do something about this.
That's another, overworld story. Death of a salesman.
Oh boy.
Never heard of it.
Sorry.
The mayor hears that in a distance. Is like, not bad. But you don't know this. You do not feel affirmation from this. You are not.
Dang.
You don't feel better as a result.
That's fine. I don't deserve it.
It's fine. The salesman, on his way out, hit the button that opens the way into the alley.
I just start going. All right, good luck, everyone.
All right. The cool spinning red and green wheels just like blitz you out into the alley super fast. Make a vehicle handling check, and we're gonna just see how you're doing in general with this thing.
Hold on, I gotta do math. As I'm driving directly towards like the opposite side of the wall, I'm like 1, 2, 18, 19, 20.
It seems pretty high.
23, I think.
You haven't driven a vehicle in a while. it's been a while since you were in your van. In fact, you haven't been in your van since whenever it was that you died. But it's just like riding a van. You are immediately comfortable on this bike. You know how to lean, you know where to put your weight. It's like getting a smaller car after you've gotten used to parking with an Oldsmobile. Like, it's like suddenly super easy. It handles like a dream, baby. You know exactly what you're doing. You're going to have an easier time with everything that you try to do just because you innately understand this machine. Also, you got two buds as the wheels, and you love buds, so you kind of have like you're vibing with them too.
Yeah.
You gun it forward, and we're going to do initiative order. Everybody except Doodoo roll initiative. Doodoo is just going to be at the top.
Doodoo's at the top yet again.
Another 10, I believe.
13.
And then the motorcycle will go last. All right, Doodoo, you gun it into the alley. The dumpster has been pushed aside by a helpful salesman who is also able to use the grease to just kind of like shoot it down the alley before scampering off. Oh, no, wait, he was killed. Okay, so he did that and then he got killed.
Yeah.
He pulled himself together and spitefully revealed your location to the motorcycle. But you're too fast. You gun it into the alley. What are you doing?
Is the motorcycle man near the exit of the alley or the back side of the alley where it's blocked?
He is, as you pull into the alley, you see that he is at the exit.
At the exit?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'm going to get his damn attention by doing tricks around him and going out into the road to like get his attention.
Oh, fuck. Hell yeah. Make, what kind of tricks are we talking here?
I'm going to see if I can't wall ride, just like little wall skid around him just to get around him and go, come and get me, buddy.
All right. Oh, okay. It's like Prince of Persia of the side. I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some bike parkour. We're gonna do some bike parkour, guys.
Wow.
Okay. That is going to be easier for you because you understand the bike, and I committed to that. So I love this. Make a performance.
Simply a 14.
Okay, so if you did not just like fucking get this bike like you were made for each other, this might not have worked, but you gun it straight towards the headless motorcycle, and he's got that head of that thing pointing at you. But at the last minute, you pop the steering wheel. That can't be right. Handlebars to the right. You hit a brick, a piece of rubble, and are able to pop yourself up onto the wall, and you go over and around it and off into the street, and you have its attention. It is preparing to gun after you, but it is Felicity's turn because y'all got such a surprise on this thing.
I don't imagine we have a lot of luck keeping up with this thing on foot. So I want to see if I can get above this thing. I want to climb up on top of the buildings.
You don't have to roll for this because you have a climb speed, but you find like windowsills and like, you know, the loose where a fire escape used to be. There's a gargoyle, and but you get all the way up, and it's about 3 stories up. You are perched up there. It does not seem to have noticed you.
Okay, what is it currently doing? Are they having a standoff, or is the pursuit already started?
All this stuff is sort of happening somewhat simultaneously,
okay.
But Doodoo went past it, and its attention is on Doodoo.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna take one of my bomb balls, and I'm gonna try to whip it in front of it so that it's going to come down. By the time that it hits the ground, the explosion will hopefully catch the front wheel and knock it off balance.
Make an attack roll.
All right. 23. Does that hit?
Christ. Yeah, it just completely gets all over it. Like it's like throwing a water balloon that would get you suspended. Like, that's how perfect it is. It just like fucking sprays extremely flammable oil all over this thing, and it's just like it shivers like it's grossed out, and points the head around like looking for what's done this.
I'm gonna use my cunning action to hide.
You duck under the lip of you duck down and it doesn't see you. It's Visk's turn. Visk, there is a distracted, agitated, oiled up, headless biker pointing a glowing blue pig head around in the alley. What do you do?
I was hoping to kind of like slink into a sewer drain to kind of stay out of, like, generally speaking, out of the way in a similar way that like Felicity is above, so that I can be kind of below, while still having the ability to like peek out and be able to like lob shit at the guy.
Excellent. Okay. There is that sewer that you came out of when on your way here, so you do know just where that is.
Sure.
I'm going to say the manhole is still like askew because nobody stopped to put it back.
All right.
If you are trying to sneak past it, it is specifically looking for somebody who just threw something at it. So I'm going to say that's going to be a stealth check.
Okie dokie. 2 with no mods.
Okay.
It gonna see me.
Yeah, you splash loudly out of the side of the where the dumpster used to be and land with absolute aplomb. You are going to be able to reach the sewer, but it is going to try to take an attack of opportunity at you as you do so.
Fair.
Because you are entering and leaving its range. Will a 16 hit?
Yes.
All right, so it goes you and this thing and then the sewer, and you were unfortunately charging straight at it. You were kind of doing this zen, like, if I'm right where it's looking, it won't see me, but it instead sees you directly and runs you over for 8 damage. But you were able to slink under the tires and get into the sewer. For what it's worth, it turns around, sees the absence of you, and seems to think it just completely obliterated you. And it goes back towards the edge of the alley because the way it puts it together is it's fucking something threw something at it, and then there it was, and then it destroyed it. So now off for that other thing. So it is going to gun out into the street and try and look for you, Doo-Doo.
Me.
And it is going to see you. It's going to try to, let's see what it's going to try to do, actually. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's going to make a run straight at you and try to grab your head. It makes a 20. Gets right up to you and grabs onto your face. With the other hand, with the one that is not, grabbing the head, it is going to try to stick that spine into your mouth that comes out of its palm. We're going to make a grapple check. We're going to see who's stronger.
Oops.
I got a 20. What'd you get?
10.
Your beak is forced open and a spine goes into your mouth. What's your health right now?
12.
Sorry, can I get help from everybody, actually?
I'm a 12.
8.
15.
Okay, you're going to take 5 damage from this thing forcing itself into your mouth. It is just going to shred your esophagus.
Gross.
It's getting all in the owl's gizzard stones and such. It's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. It is trying to pull your head off.
5 nasty damage.
Yeah.
I'm writing down all the damage I've taken so far.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
If you had a Geiger counter right now, it'd be going crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It hates gross stuff. Doo-Doo, it is your turn.
Nothing fun I can do with this hot sauce, probably.
Aw.
I mean, rock on.
What if I feed the hot sauce to the blue pig head? Severed blue pig head. Will that do anything even?
Look, man, you try to feed hot sauce to a fucking decapitated head. I introduced both of these concepts. I'm not going to punish you for it. I promise. It will be entertaining.
I grab Pexas Pete hot sauce, and I want to flip off the cap and shove it in the hole of its mouth, the mouth hole.
Okay, we're going to make another. You know what? I'm going to say this is a straight up athletics check. You're going to try to. It's going to be the same thing that just happened. However, because it is all of its energy on trying to get the spine down your mouth, it is completely left its own mouth defenseless. So it's going to have disadvantage on this check.
Die, don't fail me now. Anyway, that was that's a 12.
Well, it got a 13, but it also got a 4 because of the disadvantage. So you shove that hot sauce in there.
Boom.
Past right under the little pig snout. It's glugs it down. Whatever is left of Sean absolutely loved Pexas Pete hot sauce.
With the spine in my mouth, I try to say bottoms up, and it goes a little something like this.
It chugs, and it you let go of the bottle, it's sucking on it like a baby, just whatever reflexive muscle memory is left, to suck is just going wild, and it completely downs this bottle of hot sauce. And the physical reaction from this thing is like it just licked a battery. Like it's like the whole thing revulses back. It pulls the spine out and is like slapping at the head with the hand that was just in your mouth, and you were able to get free and actually get a little bit away from this thing if you want to.
I do. I go forward a bit and turn around to see what's happening. But I definitely get it out of range.
As it's like slapping the face, it's actually like getting some of the hot sauce in the eyes. So now as it's like trying to look around, it's like the eyes of the decapitated head are like wincing and blinking and like trying to see what's happening.
Grouse.
Yeah, but it's Felicity's turn up on the roof.
All right, so you know what? Let's see if this is for real. Felicity extends her arm and she says, "Ricochet."
Like before, she's just in your hand. The sword is right there.
Beautiful.
Hey, what's up, kitty cat? Pretty fucked up situation.
It's not great. Quick question. You, the sword, if it gets caught on fire, does it hurt you?
I just don't get any salt on, okay? Just as long as there's no salt, I'll be okay.
You got it, boss.
Yeah.
Felicity wants to take one of those, the bomb balls, the oil balls. It wants to slice it open, ricochet to coat the blade with a flammable substance.
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna say if your ultimate goal is to set it on fire, that will probably be your whole action. Mm-hmm. But let's just do that as a whole action. Okay. Describe the action of you setting the sword on fire.
Oh, I don't. Is there fire up here available to me?
Yeah. I said the buildings were burning. There's some burning stuff scattered around. You know what? An on-fire pigeon lands next to you.
I want to slice it right in half.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you got a burning sword in your hand.
Beautiful. Is that my whole action? You said no movement?
No, that was your whole action, but you can still move. You can also, as you recall, move up to double your movement in like a couple of different ways. You can move a lot.
So I'm on about the third story. Is there, can I find any sort of foothold or purchase about one story up?
Are you trying to move back to the alley or the street?
I'm trying to get close enough to the ground that I could conceivably not die if I have to dive onto this thing.
Okay, yeah, you can get down to about 10 feet above and like hold position if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to do exactly that. Felicity's got to dig her claws into the building and,
but I'm asking,
and slide herself down the building.
Alley or which side?
Street.
Okay. Yeah, there's an awning down there that you can kind of like perch on top of. That would be perfect.
All right.
It's an awning for Carpe Diem, a delightful seafood dining experience.
Oh, I love that. Mm-hmm. That sounds exactly like the kind of place that will eventually be somewhere I can dine back at home.
Oh, well, it's the same one. It's franchising.
Oh!
They're all over the place. In fact, you can see the names of some of the good food that they have. It looks like there's...
oh, God damn it.
Whitefish genocide is
Skip.
Seems to be was very popular before this building was on fire.
Oh, it's written in an accent, I see.
Yeah,
I'm holding the button to skip the cutscene.
Okay, yeah, Felicity, you're perched on top of the awning with the flaming sword. That is probably going to be all you can do this turn.
Seems more than fair, thank you.
Visk, it is your turn. You're in the sewer,
and this is a perfect setup. So.
What I was hoping to do, actually, was I was hoping she would like be mostly out of the way, but within like safe range to do something like this. I was hoping to use Dark Influence to freak this thing out and make it run in the direction of where Felicity is.
Yeah. So, okay. You are going to need, I think, line of sight, though.
Yeah. Good thing that I have sight organs that can be, swooshed around to any part of my body if I want to.
I love that.
Oh, hell yeah. That was what I was hoping.
I extend my pseudopod out of the sewer and send my ocular organs down it so I have line of sight with this horrible thing.
I fucking love that. Oh, that's so good. Okay.
I've been waiting for this.
Okay. So like a gross Alex Mack, you extend yourself cowardly but tactically. And you can absolutely just shoot it out of wherever. Yeah, you're an amorphous mass.
Absolutely.
It's up to you.
Later on, maybe outside this, we need to do just a quick brief footnote, like Terry Pratchett length footnote of like, hello, everyone. This is what Alex Mack was.
Yeah, it was a TV show in the 90s, Nickelodeon show about a girl who got drenched in chemical waste.
Yeah.
And as a result had many of the powers that are easy to achieve on a limited sci-fi budget.
Yep.
Such as turning into a puddle.
Shooting electricity, and I think she had telekinesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe invisible? That might have just been the puddle. Yeah. Anyway, so you were able to extend yourself, and you were able to just do whatever you want. Yeah, go for it.
Visk feels another strange surge of magic. It's evident that this is definitely going to hurt this thing or be dangerous to it in a way that it's going to be repelled by it. So in hopes that it will be repelled in the direction of where Felicity's at, they unleash this dark influence.
Okay, so where are you aiming it?
I'm aiming it at the head.
Oh, good. Okay, so the head is already pretty fucked up. It is going to make a save, which it unfortunately for you makes. So it is not going to be have to move away, but it is going to take the damage.
Oh, dang.
Half the damage. But roll 3d6.
Okay. Woo, 6.
Okay.
1.
All right.
Although it didn't land in the little arena that I have here.
Reroll the 1.
Oh, okay, that's a 6 again.
Right.
God damn it, I keep missing this fucking thing. It's small. And a 1, so it doesn't matter.
Excellent.
6, 6, 1.
God humbled you. So 13, that's gonna drop down to 6. Possibly because you are using your eyes and not, it's a little different than the spell casting formulation you're used to. And if I'm not wrong, this is the first time you've cast this particular spell, yes?
Yeah, I'm new at this.
Yeah. But you still get it in there. The gross discordance, that unsettling feeling that permeates you sometimes, hits this thing. Maybe it's because it's already got a little bit of hot sauce and a bad situation going. It's like, no, I'm gonna stay right where I am to deal with this. But it does take it takes a little hit. And it loses track of doo-doo in the process.
Cool.
And it has gotten hot sauce in its mouth. It has gotten bad ideas in its brain. It kind of fucking hates this head, and that is going to accelerate its desire to get a replacement one. Doo-doo, it is spinning around the bike to try to aim directly at you. However, it is going to have disadvantage on this because you fucking blinded it with hot sauce.
I blinded it with hot sauce.
Okay, it is going to just fucking miss you. It is going to blaze that bike straight past you. You're still on your cool bike. However, when it hits, it looks like it's about to run into the wall behind you, but instead, right before it makes contact, horse legs erupt out of the side of it. 6 huge, thick horse legs erupt in a hexagonal formation like the legs of an ant, and it crawls right up the side of the wall with the same speed that it was rolling along the ground on.
Whoa.
That's unfair. That's cheating.
Oh no, it looks like, oh shit, it's the horse DNA. The horse DNA is taking control. Fuck him up, buddy.
Okay.
It's like the red tire in front of you that you recall is scrap, like revs and like bobs up a little bit, like if Knight Rider was both a bicycle and a fun dog.
So it has, is it coming at me now?
It's like it missed you, and then instead of hitting the wall, it ran up the side of the wall, and it's still perched there like a spider that's like, am I worth it? Am I worth it, or are you just going to live with me?
I'm going to do some donuts in a taunting gesture, and then go the opposite way and get it to follow me and next to where Felicity and Visk are overwatched.
Hell yeah. At this point, you are super good at... You've really got a handle on this thing, so you don't even have to roll for it.
Can I roll for how many donuts I do?
Yes, you can roll for how many donuts
I'll do a D4, so it's not too much.
It's a performance check.
Okay.
Roll 20. I won't punish you if you roll low.
How about a natural goddamn 20?
Fuck yeah!
All right.
Let's fucking go.
You make 12 perfect donuts all next to each other in the street.
Baker's dozen.
And then you make a 13th contemptuously wrong one, and then skitter away on your bike rudely.
I give it like, not being at all English, I give it the two fingers up, like fuck off kind of English gesture. And then just fucking go.
Holy hell.
Yeah, you get away. It is confounded and frustrated. It isn't able to make an attack of opportunity because it is still up on the wall and some distance from you.
Dude, who's fucking cool.
Felicity, you are perched on the awning. There's a horrible biomechanical bike monster next to you, drenched in oil. Emerging from it are gross insectoid horse legs. It's holding the fucked up head of a blue-quilled pig, and it is just... It looks like something was briefly like in its mind recently, and it's just like, it's a little scattered. It's up on this wall. It's got house centipede energy. What are you gonna do?
Felicity sees her opportunity, and she's going to get a running start, 1 foot after another, on the awning in front of her, and then onto the wall to the side of her. Do a little bit of a wall run and try to get that flaming sword right into this creature.
All right.
Right into the part that's been oiled up.
Ooh, good. That's like the whole thing because of that extremely good toss you did. You bring the sword across it successfully. Let me hear a description of that.
Felicity takes up across the awning and across the wall, and as she approaches it, she flips the sword around and tries to just embed the sword into it and let her weight drag it down through it.
Ooh, I love that. Yeah, you get it in there. The thing bursts into flames immediately, and you hear like a screaming from inside it that sometimes food makes when you put it in the frying pan. Not like a live food, but just like it's like the air hissing as it comes out like a fucked up little monster, just like screaming out of it as all of the oxygen is immediately eaten by this flame. Because of how you're positioning the sword, you rip one of these horse legs completely off and ride it down the side of the wall. It holds on, but it doesn't seem like it's out of strength. It's like the meat of the legs and the machine and whatever are cooking to the side of the wall from the intensity of this fire. And then you hear a pop as one of the oil canisters that is still, one of the little biodiesel fuel canisters that's still inside it, ignites, spills out of it, and also catches fire. It is now on fire, and it is pissed off, and it is dying, but it is not dead. It slowly is shambling down the walls, completely fucking horrible to look at. Screaming is coming from its inside. Screaming is coming from the pig head. Scrap says to you, Dudu, "Oh, wow. I guess we're winning, but it'd be nice if we could finish this. Visk, your turn."
Visk is going to lob... Well, I probably have to move out of the sewer. But
the sewer in the alley, yeah. You're pretty far away from the action at this point.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna move closer to the action, first of all. And I'm going to try to lob one of these fireball things.
It is not far from you because of how I've been tracking things, and I'm right. So you are... Yeah, you can just make an attack roll. Just straight up.
Okie dokie. That's an 8.
You toss it, and it splashes on the ground in front of you. It's like the thing was close, so you're like, I'll just do a light lob. I'll just toss it over there. But you miss. And
little underhanded softball throw that did not work out.
Yeah, it does, however, splash, and the fire catches all in the ground between you and it. It is horrible to look at. It is now this thing's turn. It tries to drag itself forward through the fire to try to get you, but that is apparently the limit of its endurance, and the hand holding the head just curls back like it's burning, and the head falls to the ground and splits open like a fun watermelon as the creature dies trying to drag itself through the fire to get you. And it's dead.
Hooray!
Aw. I wanted to do one last move where I ran it over in retaliation for the nasty damage.
Get it!
Go for it, buddy. Get it.
Yeah, I do a wheelie. I want to attempt a wheelie and get it with my back wheel.
If only he still had his vocal cords, he might protest, but he's in no position to do so. So you are able to make an athletics check to see if you can wrench the whole thing up.
16.
That's good enough. You're trying to do a wheelie?
Yeah, just wheeling over the corpse for fun.
Great. Okay. So you you run it over. Unfortunately, not all of the pods inside the motorcycle had burst before now, but you run them over with the back wheel, and there is a chain reaction that happens. About 6 or 7 of them go off at once, and the good news is it happens so fast that nobody even has a chance to realize they've died.
Hey guys, watch this.
You wake up back in the room, 2 of you. Visk, you are evaporated and you reconstitute in the river a little bit away from City Hall. This is a new one for you, this specific type of this happening. Yeah, you kind of splash your way up. Wow. Planchette is there. It's been a few hours. She now has like a little newspaper and a cup of coffee. It's still the curlers in her hair, but she's switched to a day robe.
God, I love her.
Duty, you snap back to your body. Felicity, you are put back together by these little things that take you apart and put you back together. You feel fine.
One of my better deaths.
Felicity feels fine. Duty, you feel normal. You feel regular.
That would be more cooler than before.
That was
pretty cool though, right?
That was super cool, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Kind of getting used to it. Dying.
Yeah, the second time you get blown up is not quite as bad as the first time.
Yeah.
Visk, sloops out of the green river and is in shambles, being like,
Did that hurt exactly as much as the last time, or is it just me?
It's hard to say if I'm just more used to it or not, but
I feel fine.
I mean, before this, I really have not dealt with much more than paper cuts, and that hurt exactly as bad as the train.
Oh yeah, you dodged the last one, that's right.
When do I get used to that?
Slimes can get cut?
Breaks the water touching.
Oh.
No, I feel mostly okay, all things considered.
Yeah.
I would call that a job well done, if it was up to me to make that decision.
Well, let's see. Let's head on down. Let's see what's going on at the river. Come on.
What's our score?
Everybody.
What's our score?
Well, let's find out. Let's see if it worked. She flaps away. Through a hole in the wall that opens.
I also flap away.
Yeah. You could. You know what? You can just follow her right out, and you'll die. So you take a different path out if you want to.
Shucks.
Yeah.
Died once already.
Well, it leads right to the river. As you guys make your way back to the spot, Mare's gone, but so's the body. There's nothing floating in that dang river no more, except all the souls of everyone who dies.
So why was the body just hanging in there? Was it stuck in between life and death?
I believe I can answer that question. And a blue-quilled hedgehog guy. Nope, not hedgehog. A blue-quilled pig man steps out of the woods next to you and says, "You see, I was trapped in a horrible state between life and death. It's good to meet you. My name is Sean."
Hello, Sean.
Hello.
Hail and well met, traveler.
Your friends miss you.
That's right. They're not just my friends. They're my brothers. And he gestures behind him. And look, who is it but Scraps and Stitch, the other 2 guys?
Oh,
You guys
we
died
killed
too.
You.
We're friends now.
Yeah, we were in the bike. You ran over another bike with it.
Wasn't that cool?
I gotta say, considering that our entire city was already gone and our brother had died, this seems like sort of a cool lateral move.
All's well.
This is hell, right? We're in hell?
No,
Yeah, this is hell. You'll like it here. It's not so bad.
not quite.
I knew it.
It's chill.
All right.
Well, at least you didn't lose your head.
Looks up and says, "Okay, this guy can fucking hang!" And he leaps up to high five Visk, and it freeze frame into the episode.
I was hoping Visk was going to have to roll performance to see if they knew how to do a high five.
Well, that's why we freeze framed right before that.
Or did they?
We'll never know.
they were cowering
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah, it's a cliffhanger for the viewer.
being
That makes sense.
attacked by a small pig.
Oh my god.
There's a post-credits sequence where it continues and I just get smacked in the fucking head.
Ah, now that was rather thrilling. Present professional prejudices aside, I have always had a fondness for biomancers, those little craftsmen of flesh and form. Speaking of which, you seem to be getting a bit antsy, so I'll take my leave for now. No, don't get up. Let's not make a mess of the Sensatium's nice sheets. When you find yourself spent, come find me, and I'll tell you what happened next. When the Skulltenders went back to Scrubfuck. You've just heard Amber Carr as Felicity Fairweather, Casey Green as Doodoo the Owl, and Jess O'Brien as Visk. Skulltenders is game mastered by Cohen Edenfield, with original music composed by Seth Boyer. Editing and sound design by Jess O'Brien. We hope you'll consider supporting us on Patreon, where you can find all sorts of chilling and original bonus content, including an after show dedicated to each episode. And if not, well, we get everyone in the end.